Hi, friends.
Well, well, hi everybody. We're back.
Ooh,
I'm here. He's here.
I'm
Y'all are
here.
here. What's up, haters? We're happy to see you. Who are we? We are the latest and greatest, and hopefully your favoriteest wrestling podcast in the land. We are the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast. I am Kills That Wills.
I am Billiam.
And today, tonight, whenever you are joining us, we welcome you to part two of our favorite WrestleMania main events. If you haven't seen, we did 15 to 10 on our last video on part one. So we're going to start with nine, which is a little unconventional, but that's all right.
It's
We're
fun.
nine. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
So we and again, just a reminder, say if this is like your first time stumbling across a video and you're like, well, part two, well, I didn't see part one. I'm just, well, it's fine. I'll
It'll
just
be
watch
down
it.
there.
Watch in any kind of order. Just a quick reminder when we say main events to WrestleMania, we're talking about the very last match of WrestleMania. So if it was one night or two nights, this last match of night two, the match where it's like that was it, and you go home. So keeping that in mind in case something on this list it doesn't make, and you're like, well, that was the main event. The night one, that was pretty good. That wasn't no main event, was it? No, no, it wasn't. So that's what we're talking about. So hey, Billiam,
Yes.
why don't you go ahead and give us your number nine on the list?
Oh,
What made
sure. Nine.
what made it for you, man? What made it for
Well,
you, man?
as you referenced to a part one of this, you had mentioned last time that our list is going to overlap from time to time. So my number nine has already been featured on your list. It is the triple threat match from WrestleMania 20 between Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Chris Benoit. Now, Chris Benoit is a name that we will say because I mean, yeah, it sucks what he did, but we can put art and personal life. We can separate the two, and what he did on screen and in the ring was fantastic. No, nobody put, I don't think anybody put more heart into it than Chris Benoit did. So when he was able to finally get that championship and hoist that over his head. And then his best friend comes out who also is the champion, and they're both champion at the same time in the biggest company of the world at the time. Confetti's falling. Like, how can you not be a fan of that? Just a whole story. Uh, I mean, on top of it, featuring Triple H and Shawn Michaels as well, who are two of the greats. Definitely first ballot Hall of Famers. Triple H already is in twice now.
Facts.
So Shawn Michaels, I think, no, it's just once, but I know twice with DX too.
DX2, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So they're both two-time Hall of Famers as well. So I
Woo.
mean, you can't forget they were in that match as well. But Chris Benoit was the star of the show that night, and well deservedly. So that is my number nine.
That's a great number nine, my friend. Yeah, a lot of these will be. I mean, you said, man, between the both of us, you said it. But yeah, man, that's
Hmm.
a great one. So, what is my number nine? Let's see. Looks like, yep, we're gonna go WrestleMania 39, Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. So, I was excited when Cody Rhodes came back, and I said, well, it's only a matter of time before they make him a champion. This was right around the time I started to watch again. In fact, WrestleMania 39 was the first WrestleMania I'd watched live, I think, probably since 31, since the one
Oh,
we went to.
see, mine was 40. But yeah, 38, that was the one with that was Cody Rhodes with Seth Rollins, right? Seth Rollins, it was a mystery opponent for him. And that was when Cody Rhodes came back, was it 38?
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
So then, yeah, so a year later, because he won the Rumble and all that. So
Wins the Royal Rumble, and it's just looking like it's heading up that way. Roman Reigns is now on this his rise of his acknowledge me movement. He is on this long run of being that guy, of being the being the tribal chief, being the head of the table. Um, Roman Reigns gets Cody's entrance is super great. You get the huge pyro. This is
love it.
the Roman Reigns entrance where it was pianos. It was the big piano
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
entrance. That's when he comes out. Paul Heyman and Solo Sikoa come out in his corner. A lot of heel tactics. The Usos come out, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens stop the Usos. Ref gets knocked out, tables get destroyed. Paul Heyman interrupts. Solo comes back out to help. A whole lot of things happen. It's a really great match.
Hmm.
Corey Graves and Michael Cole in commentary, and I thought there was no way they messed this up and have Cody lose, right? Um,
Hmm.
Roman gets the win after the big finish. Um, Big story build up. Roman Reigns and company silence the haters by using the bloodline to help continue his title run.
So good.
Great match. I I said Cody should have won, but I will give props to the WWE for going like, nope, see, you can't predict us and predict this, and we're gonna do this. But the other side of that coin is then what I was thinking about it before we hit record. What because I tried to not give like, oh, I didn't like this or I didn't agree with this without saying what and somebody said, what would you have wanted to see? Here's what I figured it out. Here's what I wanted to see. I
Great.
would love to have had well, I would love to have Cody have won.
Hmm.
That's but if you're gonna have Roman Reigns win, have Roman Reigns beat him at WrestleMania. Then, if you're just going to have them wrestle again at WrestleMania, have that be the third of a trilogy. Somewhere in there, they should have fought again. Whether Cody wins or Roman wins, either way, it shouldn't have been a whole big build because it's a whole big build up to next year, and they're actually going to have Cody win this time. And they had all these people come out the woodworks, and this and The Rock came out, and
Yeah.
came out, and it was just like, okay, all this for what we know should have happened last year. But I would have liked it if that had been the trilogy, and like maybe Roman won, and then maybe Cody won. Maybe Cody's trying to defend his title instead of trying to win it, or maybe Roman they fight again because and it's just them. They keep the bloodline, and Roman beats him anyway, and they give Cody one more chance to finish the story. So that's what I've liked. That's those are the two outcomes I would have rather seen, but that's the outcome we got. I still really enjoyed the match, and I think it was just a classic, good WrestleMania main event from the build up to everything that came into it. I think it encapsulated everything about it. So that is number 9 for me.
Great match. It's a
Mhm.
great choice. Uh, number eight. My number eight also features Cody Rhodes.
Nice.
It's actually the most recent WrestleMania. It's Cody Rhodes and John Cena at 41.
Okay. All right.
Um, because again, look at the lead up to it. John Cena's coming back for his final year. He's going to be in the Royal Rumble. Just throws himself in the Rumble. He's going to do great. He's the last one in there with Jey Uso, and they're like, they're not going to give it to Jey Uso. Obviously, Cena's going to win. Jey Uso wins the Rumble. Cena's out. What's he going to do now? So then we fast forward to Elimination Chamber, and John Cena's just like, I'm going to be in Elimination Chamber. Like, even outside, I think the night of the Rumble. Like, after he lost, he's like, I'm putting myself in the chamber. So, puts himself in the chamber. John Cena wins Elimination Chamber, but that night Cody also had an ultimate or a question or a decision to make with the final boss, The Rock,
Yes.
which again wasn't necessary at this point, but that's a
Right.
different story.
Correct.
Anyway, so that's when we get John Cena's heel turn. Like finally, excited for it.
Yes.
So we're gonna get heel turn John Cena against Cody Rhodes. And we're like, all right, great. Uh, they're like, we're not like they have a great match until Travis Scott comes out for some reason, but that's whatever. But everything leading up to that was fantastic. It honestly it can go either way. Obviously, it's the main event of WrestleMania, so there's going to be a lot of false finishes. There's going to be John Cena. That's when he started pulling out the trickster playbook and just doing everything that a heel's supposed to do. Just that's just written. Rule number one: poke him in the eye. Rule number two: distract the ref. Like and he's doing all this stuff, which is fantastic. I love it. Hits Cody Rhodes with the belt, gets the 1, 2, 3. John Cena becomes the unseen 17. Uh, just everything about it was great, minus Travis Scott, but still, just everything about it. Just the heel turn, the bad guy, super bad guy that is unstoppable turned out to be unstoppable, and just great.
Yeah.
So that's
Good,
my eight, Cody Rhodes and Cena.
good pick. I like that, man. I like that, man. I
I
think
think.
that ended up making my yeah. If we, it's funny. We did a top 15. It is 16th on
Mm,
my list. Just didn't make
yep.
the cut. That's okay. Made top 20. Made top 20.
Hmm.
Me. So we'll go to, so now we're on eight. Goal number eight. Eight, 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 eight. Wait, is it eight? No, we're on, yeah.
Yes, you're eight.
My
You're
eight.
eight.
WrestleMania 19.
Oh,
Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar for
yep.
the WWE Championship. Leading up to it, I knew that this was going to be a spectacle. Brock Lesnar was the up and coming beast. Kurt Angle was the gold medal with a broken freaking neck, just wrestler, just intense mat wrestling type dude, and you knew that at some point there was going to be some actual maybe mat wrestling because that's both of their background. But what I will say is, so yeah, WrestleMania 19, it's in Seattle. Um, Kurt Angle never has bad pyro at WrestleMania. We
Mm-mm.
had Michael Cole and Taz on commentary for all you
Right.
Taz fans out there.
Right.
Rock was coming in with taped ribs from an earlier attack. Um, yeah, this match is amazing from beginning to end. It's just really high energy. And before people forget that before there was a thing called Suplex City and it was attached to Brock Lesnar. That's just how Kurt Angle wrestled. He used to just come in and just hit mad suplexes on people. And
Yeah.
we see it here in this one. Like he's coming in and he's giving it to Brock just off the that's boom, boom, standing. Woo! Like he's in it, man. It's a really great match.
Wrestling machine. Kurt.
Yeah, both of them and Brock
Hmm.
starts to get back full charge, full energy, and it all leads up to a very a very scary moment, where Brock Lesnar during there breaks his neck trying to do a shooting star press, comes up a little short,
Yep.
and I remember watching live. It was like, oh. Ooh, that didn't look right. You just kind of knew something didn't look right. And then he gets the pin, one, two, three, and his hand is raised, but you can tell he's not there. He's obviously he's concussed. You find out later, yeah, he jacked himself up real
Yep.
bad.
Sure did.
And it could have been a lot worse. But despite that one last hiccup, the match is great. Uh,
Hmm.
I mean, and Brock's able to finish. It's still fanfare. It's still going off, but he stands up, which is good. It's kind of an awkward hand raising because Brock's not there, but the match is great, and it's a reminder to me how good Kurt Angle was and why I was such a big fan because it's really good. Like Suplex City, it's a great thing, and
Yeah.
Brock's breaking out the F5s. Yeah, after he hits two on him, tries a shooting star press, and yeah, scary moment. But yeah, WrestleMania 19, number eight, Brock and Kurt.
Yeah, especially since that's what that match is following. That WrestleMania is stacked from top to bottom. So knowing that that's the final match of the night and it still shines and is a proper main event and does its job is props to both those guys. But
Agreed.
yeah, it's a
Yep,
very good choice with 19. One of my favorites.
there it is.
Yep, yep. All right, number seven. Ooh, we're going to now they called it the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania, which bummed me out because it wasn't. It was the 26th. That would be 26 anyway. Because you don't have an anniversary on the first. Like the first annual is not the first anniversary. So anyway,
Anyway,
WrestleMania 25. We go back to Texas, I believe.
yes.
Yeah. So that was very much it was overshadowed by Undertaker Shawn Michaels 1. That was the match of the evening.
Yes.
But
But
again, we're talking main events. The
yes.
main event of that evening had a phenomenal story
Yes.
between champion Randy Orton and challenger Triple H. That was where Randy Orton was pretty much bald at that point. That was when he was the most sick and sinister. He
The
handcuffed Triple
most
H to the ropes.
how snake like I can
Yep,
be.
that's when he was punting everybody. So he had punted Shane, he had punted Vince.
Punch
He
Stephanie.
hit DDT or his DDT off the ropes with Stephanie. while
Mhm.
Triple H was handcuffed and then proceeded to
Right.
kiss her while
Yeah.
she was unconscious. That's how they ended a Monday Night Raw. Just this was peak Apex Predator Randy Orton,
Yeah.
and I loved every moment of it. So
Correct.
that was the main event. Triple H was coming in hot. He was coming in for revenge, and he was going to take that title from Randy Orton at all costs. Spoiler, he did. But just that match was so hard hitting. It was so personal, but they know each other so well.
Yeah.
So that's why it worked really well together. They've known each other at this point for 5 years, I think. So, if not a little longer. So they had been through the ups and downs with each other. They had been through WrestleManias together. And oh, this is the second year in a row because they had fought together at 24. In that triple threat. But yeah, 25. This match was one to check out. Again, it's overshadowed by Shawn Michaels Triple H, but this is one to definitely go back and watch. Triple
Yep.
H, Randy Orton, 25.
Dig, man. Dig. That also made my top 20, but just under 15. But
Yep.
yeah, yeah. Speaking of Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker,
Hmm.
what was not a main event at WrestleMania 25, for those that do not know, Undertaker ended up keeping the streak alive, and it burned Shawn Michaels something real vicious for about 365 days
Yeah.
because, man, he wanted to beat the streak so bad that he put his career up on the line. We go to Arizona for WrestleMania 26. This is Michael Cole, Jerry Lawler, and Matt Stryker are on
Ooh.
commentary for you Matt Stryker fans out
Uh,
there. Uh,
those handful out there of you. But boy, did he have a great sweater game.
yeah. It under this is Undertaker for the 25. You had the whole thing where Shawn was coming down from the sky and Undertaker was rising from the floor. Shawn Michaels has a more of a regular entrance this time. He just comes out
Mhm.
from the back. But Taker still rises from the floor, but he's wearing his executioner's outfit. Very hooded, and it's like a robe. And yeah, because he's going to end.
Streak versus career.
Now I may be biased. The rematch 225 lives up to the hype. HBK put his career on the line in an attempt to beat the streak. Both men pulled out all the stops, had a terrific match. In the end, HBK hits Taker with the, well, if we're going to do this, take me out. And a huge tombstone. One of the first times in a long time, Taker
He
jumps,
jumps.
jumps to deliver the tombstone.
That's because yeah, didn't Shawn Michaels slap him like he did the like next slit and then he slaps him. So
Yeah.
like he did his whole and he like rolled his eyes in the back of his head. I was like, I thought he was gonna blow out a knee jumping
Yeah.
that high.
Yeah.
But I mean, no, you don't trust anybody other than Undertaker or Kane to do a tombstone. So
Correct. So
good man.
an absolute fantastic match. Taker stays 18 and 0 at that time at WrestleMania, and HBK gets a very, very well deserved curtain call. Another reason why why it's so high up on the list is because a little biased. Two of my favorite wrestlers, and being one who saw Shawn Michaels from early Rockers all the way up to that last curtain call against Taker. Great to watch him get that. And yeah, man, just a great match, signaling the great end of a career for Shawn. And then my guy still was undefeated at WrestleMania at the time. So I was thrilled.
Yep.
Thrilled.
Even more so because that was Shawn Michaels' last match. I don't
Yeah,
think he's wrestled since.
he has an
So he's been referee.
yeah, I no, I think because he's wrestled with short hair. He wrestled it like Crown Jewel. Him and Triple H.
Oh, hold on, get out of here.
Yeah, yeah. He did come back because I remember he's wrestled once Buzz Cut. So
Oh, that was at Crown Jewel. You're right.
yeah,
I think the first one.
yeah.
Yeah, where they rolled Undertaker out
But
from his
we we
grave too.
we don't
So
we
yeah, it's
tend
fine.
we tend not to. It's the last match you cared about.
Yep, yep.
Let's
He
say
waved
it like
goodbye. He cried. That was it. So
yes, yes. So yeah, man.
good choice.
Thanks, man.
All right, number six. Wow, I didn't realize I did this. So later or earlier on in part one, I talked about most underrated matches, and this
Yes.
was my pick for most underrated. It's WrestleMania 18, Triple H versus Chris Jericho.
Yes. And you're a
Ah,
I don't say this in a mocking way, but I know you're a huge fan of this match. This is your jam.
oh, huge, dude. Chris Jericho's so good, and this is when uh it was the time where he had dyed just the very tip of his hair pink. He was the first, well, that I can remember, one of the first Chris Jericho two belts because he beat The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin in the same night to win the World Heavyweight and the WWE Championship, sorry, WWF Championship at the
Boom.
same time.
That part.
Um, he was also, so this was also when Triple H, he had gotten hurt. He had tore his quad, his first quad, because he's torn for both. So it's the time he tore his first one. He made his return. He won the Royal Rumble. He's gonna take on Jericho WrestleMania. Uh, I forget how it happened, but Stephanie McMahon is in Chris Jericho's corner. So we have Triple H's estranged wife. They weren't together at the time, but not really divorced, I guess. Stephanie McMahon with two belt Chris Jericho versus a returning Triple H who was on fire at the time too. Another one of those things where just they pulled out all the stops. The crowd was exhausted because it was after Rock Hogan, which should have been the main event, but that's neither here nor there. Vince is old school and he likes championship matches to be the final match, which
I get
usually
it.
should be the case.
Yeah, right.
So again, this match gets overshadowed, but it's so good. I'm such a big Chris Jericho fan. And they finally gave him his shot. Like he grabbed a brass ring and he ran away. He was a fantastic champion. Um, so yeah, Chris, like I said, pulled out all the stops. Triple H ended up getting the win. The whole welcome back holds up both belts. That's
Yes.
the end of WrestleMania 18. But Chris Jericho Triple H is great. One
That
to
is
go back and watch. Again, we're gonna say go back and watch all these, obviously, because they're all great.
yeah.
Even the higher we get up, just the better matches they're going to be, in our opinion. But again, WrestleMania 18. Good.
Creates one of the most iconic shots of Triple H. They use that video package of him
Oh
hitting
yeah.
the with all the cameras popping. Pop, 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 pop.
That's another thing I missed from back in the day, all the camera pops, all the flash
Mhm.
bulbs.
Mhm. Same,
Yep.
same, same. All right, we are on my six. So my six, I forgive me, I don't remember if you had this one on your list. You can tell me if you did as I say it, but
Sure.
six for me is WrestleMania 14, WWE Championship match, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Shawn Michaels.
That was my 23. So I have
Okay.
not talked about that.
Boom. Special enforcer, which is a ref, basically was
Iron
the
Mike.
Iron Mike Tyson. Yes.
Well,
Uh,
he was a ref like outside the ring. He wasn't in the ring
right.
during the
That's
match.
the
So
out. Yes, your
yeah,
enforcer is
yeah,
your outside ring person to make sure things don't get too nuts outside the ring.
yeah. Yeah.
HBK gets walked to the ring with live DX music. It's the band that actually does DX music there live. He has Triple H and China with him, which we've always had this running joke about HBK, and this is pretty much where it started, where if HBK is coming out um in a championship match and he is not coming out to Sexy Boy and he comes out to DX, he is going to lose.
Yeah, it's not a good night for him.
Because Mr. WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels, Sexy Boy wins championships, not DX.
DX does not.
Sorry, that's just at the time he did come in champ. Yes,
Yeah,
but
but he's 0-2 with DX music. So at least
correct.
at WrestleMania. So
We had classic Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler on
my
commentary.
favorites.
Yeah, this match is better than I remember. When you remember that HBK is coming into this match before his back surgery, it's fresh off him hitting his lower back off that casket, and he
Hmm.
came in at about I wouldn't even say 50%.
No.
He made it look good, but everything he did hurt. and you can really tell when he took the big bumps, he gutted it out. Um, and this was the beginning of the Austin era. Um,
The Austin era has
everything coming
begun.
into everything coming into this match with just Stone Cold having to overcome a lot of odds. He was on this rise coming up and going into that WrestleMania with Shawn Michaels. I don't think a lot. I think if you were an Austin super fan, then I think you saw him. This was the moment. This
Yeah.
this in a weird way kind of felt like a passing of a torch in hindsight.
Oh
You
yeah, definitely.
had HBK who wasn't past his prime at any point, but had been that young champion, had had his moments, and now
He was ready
here
to close this chapter.
here was
Yep.
the kind of one of the times when even if he wasn't everybody's best and most technical wrestler, you can't ignore that hype. You can't ignore that hype.
No.
And we got the beginning of the Austin era. And so just with Shawn Michaels gutting it out, we have some really great video clips from this is one of the clips I see from Austin a lot because he does some really good wrestling in this match. The beginning of the Austin era, you get the big knockout from Mike on Shawn Michael. Mike, what are you doing? Boom, quick right hand. And yeah, Stone Cold, Stone
Stone
Cold.
Cold.
Yeah. Um, I love it. I love it. WrestleMania 14. I'm six.
Choice. All right, kids, we have reached our top five.
Beep, 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 beep. One, two,
Mhm.
three, four, five.
Yeah. Let's see. Number five for me, is I didn't know I did this either. Number five is Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes 2
Part two.
at WrestleMania 40.
Got you.
Again, we love harping on these storylines, but again, that's what makes the match the build up. The build up is everything. And you didn't get much more bigger build up than this. It was gonna be Roman Reigns and The Rock. Nobody wanted that. Cody Rhodes run the Royal Rumble. So Cody Rhodes wanted to take on Roman Reigns. He didn't want to fight Seth Rollins because Seth Rollins was kind of a babyface at the time too. Blah blah blah. Rock gets involved. That's where he slaps Cody Rhodes on stage, and then he beats him up in front of his bus and talks to Mama Rhodes and bloodies a belt, so on and so forth. We get to WrestleMania Night 2. It's bloodline rules because The Rock and Roman Reigns beat Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes the night before.
Right.
So bloodline rule, which is basically no holds barred, anything goes. Just another fancy word for it.
Right.
So basically you see everybody from the bloodline, both Usos, you see Solo Sikoa, but then for Cody Rhodes, John Cena makes a return. The Undertaker shows up to take on Elvis or The Rock dressed like Elvis. It just it kind of falls apart towards the end, but Cody Rhodes and Roman
Yes.
Reigns are the two, like they're gonna steal the show. And
Yes.
it was the main event for a reason. And Cody Rhodes did actually finish the story as you were talking about later on and gets
Yes.
the 1, 2, 3 victory.
Yes.
Uh, that match is great.
Yes.
Like I said, it falls apart at the end. I don't want to say it gets sloppy, but it's like, okay, okay, this guy's coming out too. Great. But
Yes.
hits all the finishers, get the pomp and circumstance. He finally becomes the Rhodes to bring the belt home to the Rhodes family. So WrestleMania 40. It's my number
Number,
five.
your number five. My number five. This is perfect because we can actually don't have to spend a long time on it. Definitely don't have to spend 60 minutes on it. Ha ha, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. WrestleMania 12, Bret Hart versus HBK in the Iron Man match. I mean, it was the it you said it. You said everything from HBK's entrance. We get the iconic Bret Hart wink over to the side. It's a 60-minute match that is not boring, which is hard to say, especially with old school wrestling where they're not high flyers. They're not doing a lot of crazy stuff. They're not going overly hardcore about it. You get like you get this feeling of real time frustration and match building, and it's like nobody can get the win, and it's yeah, and then you have the sudden death, and you have HBK have the moment and knock it out, which I was happy because HBK had his moment. I was an HBK fan, and so Iron Man match. That's yeah, I'd
Yep.
say that about it, man. Iron Man match.
Good choice. Again, that was if we talked about that was my number 10.
Cool.
So that ended part one. Again, part one, click that link down below.
Cool.
We're going to number four, uh, which I think is a better match. Obviously, it's my number four. It's Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, part one.
Hey now,
Uh,
say now.
So it's the same two guys. It's not as chaotic at the end. We get Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens helping out against the Usos because the Usos lost their tag belts the night before in the main event of night one to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. So there's a little rivalry there. But the fact it surpasses part two is because Roman Reigns won. And I love when they throw curveballs at you when you think, oh, everything's gonna fall in our place. It's the right time, it's the right moment. Cody Rhodes, he's got all the momentum. No, you can't have it. You don't deserve it. And we didn't. So they did stretch
And
it
we
out
didn't.
for another year because Cody won the Rumble again. They just did it all again the next year.
Correct.
But again, I love when they throw curveballs at you like that. So for much of the reasons I said for my number five, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, part one at WrestleMania 39 is my number four.
Perfect. Which will bring us to my number four. I believe you had this one on your list.
Mm,
I will wax poetic just a little bit about it.
please tell me.
It's just I'm really biased about it. It is WrestleMania 24 for the World Heavyweight Championship. It is the Rated R Superstar Edge coming in as the champion. It is the champion versus the streak, as Undertaker is going to be his opponent. You have Michael Cole and Jonathan Coachman on commentary for all you Jonathan Coachman fans out there.
Oh, at
Teddy
24.
Long, Teddy Long wheels Vicky Guerrero out to the ring during Edge. This is at that time of that whole weird thing where Edge was romantically linked
Vicky
with.
Guerrero was the reason I started appreciating a heel because I hated her so much. And my buddy was like, that means she's doing a good job. I'm like, that does. Like that's a really good point. So she
uh,
was the reason I started appreciating heel turns and heel runs, and I applaud their efforts because Vicky Guerrero was one of the best. Anyway,
fact.
proceed.
No worries. One of my favorite matches, pretty much ever. I remember watching this live and feeling a
Me
little
too.
nervous that they might have Edge get this win, especially when during the match you just see that Edge has a counter for every single
Everything.
Taker does. And it's just one of those like, man, like it, and it started, my fandom was showing it a bit because it started to feel annoying. Like, okay, like, all right, come on.
And they were both undefeated at the time.
Yeah, correct.
At the time, the records were about the same. They had a few more years on them, but that's what was fun too, because they were both undefeated. So I was going for Edge
Right,
because the streak, I mean, it was kind of big at the time, but it wasn't that big. So
correct.
I wanted to see Edge win and retain because I love me some Edge.
Then, and at this time, we were starting to get around. When you're an Undertaker fan, you started to get around to 24, and you're like, okay, how long is this going to go? Because at this point, I think it was up to like 15,
Hmm.
something like that. So you're just like, man, okay. And it just the opponents were getting scary, especially because it's okay. It's our my buddy Drew. We used to have this thing about giving Undertaker the strap because since he doesn't talk a whole lot and doesn't promote the belt outside in real life because
Hmm.
it's his gimmick, it's hard to make Undertaker a champion. So all that going in was real nervous for this match because I was like, man, are they gonna do it? But prevails. We get the infamous Charles Robinson run during this match. Yeah, all the way to the ring to slide in and only give a 2 count. But we get the classic kneel with the belt. Undertaker becomes the new king of the hill. at WrestleMania 24, but not for lack of trying, because Edge pulls out every single stop he can think of.
Yep.
It is a really good match.
And he
And
won with the triangle choke,
yes,
Hell's Gate,
that's how you
which
pass him
was
out.
it was a banned move or something at the time because it made everybody bleed from the mouth for some reason, like broke their neck or larynx or something like that. So, but I think later on they had banned it. But that's how he won the match. It's like, ooh, Taker won with a submission at WrestleMania.
Right.
Like, how often do you see that happen?
And I think it was the last time, I think, well, the second to last time he looked in really good shape because starting at
Hmm.
26 is when he started to slow down because he looked great at 25.
Yeah. I mean,
26
he was
is
still flying over the top rope outside at 25. So,
so.
yeah,
Yeah, great match. But
24 is
what we're
great.
going to do is we're going to put a pin in it right there, haters, and we're going to give you our top three for part three. Because this time we're thinking next level because we
Mm,
said we should have
mm,
did top eight for eight because we're section eight.
yeah.
Yeah, but we're going to do top three
Need it.
for part three. So that's it. I got things to do. He has things to do, and y'all have things to do. And if you want to see part three, if you want to see part three, and what would be an easy thing to do? Tell them what would be an easy way to check out part three.
Oh, you can get notifications. We'll let you know when part three drops. I mean, after you watch two, of course. If you hit that subscribe button down there, just go ahead. You can watch all our videos, all of our best ofs, all of our countdowns, all of our weekly podcasts. If you want to go back and watch pay-per-views, be like, oh, what happened the week before that pay-per-view? We'll tell you. Go ahead and comment also below. Let us know your favorite WrestleMania matches. Keep it going. Let us know if you agree with us. If you think some matches belong higher or lower, let us know. We want to know. You can find us on Instagram, Section 8 Wrestling Pod. And if you just want to listen to us, you can go ahead and find us on Spotify and Apple Music.
Woo! You the man, Billy. You the
I
man.
try.
You the man. Yeah. You got the blah. Man, I tell you what. Hey, it would be really great if y'all would leave some of your top 10 or top 15 in the comments, man. We want to see some of your favorite lists. And yeah, because I know hey, I know our super fan Arturo. You put your list in the comment, man.
Yeah,
Get
let's
it.
know.
See your list. I know it because we kind of talked about it, but we should let other people know it. See what because it'd be nice. It'd be cool to get a
They don't
super
know.
young person's perspective on what a top 15 because they haven't seen a whole lot,
Nope.
so they're limited really. They can really only do so much, but they might watch a lot and go back and watch archives. So it'll be interesting to see. But hey, I've done enough of my rambling. For the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast, I am Kills at Wills.
I'm Billy.
We're going to see y'all on the next one. Part three.
Bye,
Part
guys.